Hello, everybody. Welcome to our 13th episode of our Planet Zoo Euro Zoo. And as the beginning suggested and told you, this is actually going to be the last episode in this zoo. I love this zoo and how each of the exhibits turned out, but I feel like I made a fatal error in building this magnificent reptile house in the location that I did, and I simply cannot move it as it is built into the ground, and it would just be devastating to try to move it. I also feel I did not make the best choices in designing it, and I just am really feeling like it's over for the zoo. I will definitely be beginning a new one here shortly and uploading them. See that house? I don't like it. I like the idea. I don't like the way it turned out. I don't like the fencing. I don't know how to fix it. I don't want to fix it. I feel like it's just too much. It was just too big of a project, and I think it really killed the zoo. It's beautiful though. Look at that. I mean, it is. It's gorgeous. Anyway, I am definitely going to be trying to build more complex habitats in the next zoo. It is going to be more encompassing of different biomes in a more structured way. I really do feel that this zoo had potential. I do like the way the parking lot turned out, as we'll see later. But yeah, nope, this reptile house kind of killed it. It's gorgeous. On its own, it's gorgeous. I would love it. I would keep it forever and ever as a zoo in a tropical biome area designated. This, as you can see, was just popped out into the Eurasian European area, and it just sticks out like a sore thumb, and I do not care for it. I feel like I made a big mistake. Love the door, love the snake above the door, love the deco behind it, but unfortunately, just like I said, sore thumb. Look at that. Look at that. I don't enjoy the way the roof looks. I had the hardest time with the way it's angled. The butterfly garden was pretty, but I feel like I just threw it in there. That's all that pink down there. Overall, the layout was pretty decent. I like the wood flooring, the planks. I enjoy that. I feel like that's a really good step. I really enjoy the way that looks on each habitat. I like the way that it pulls away from the main road walkway. And here I really do like the parking lot. I think it's a really different way of doing it, off the street, up into a mountain, and into the area where the guests are able to exit from the bus. The bus, I'm not a fan of either, to be honest. I feel like it just would not have made it up there like that. And then just, yeah, I don't know. Had a really strong start, and I can't keep repeating myself enough. It's the reptile house that got me on this one. This is a good little alleyway. I enjoyed that. I wish I had put on more lighting, more fencing, more something to it. Same for here. I don't know. It's good, but it's just not what I was shooting for. Very crowded, but that's to be expected. I like the lookout. You can really see out the zoo. I think it really made a good impact looking across the valleyway. I like the high views and looking down into the zoo. I think that's kind of a nice sneak peek of the zoo, which is something I'll probably repeat, is that high viewpoint entry leading in. I do like, excuse me, I like the wood around. I like the glass, but I feel like I overdid the glass. I don't like that it's like framed like that on each side. I wish that it was like a solid panel. I do enjoy the waterfall over here. The waterfall was a nice touch. I think it's a nice little grab. But again, just didn't quite hit home. I'm gonna hit play real quick. There we go, so we can see it running. I don't know. It's beautiful, it's landscaped well, but it just isn't quite hitting it. Like I said, this zoo had a lot of potential to grow and turn into something beautiful, but it just didn't hit right. Here you can see my my little planks that I used as little like copies to make my wooden planks. So I like how this little food court turned out. We're just kind of doing a little tour here before we leave it for potentially ever. I am kind of bad about leaving a zoo and not returning to the zoos. As I start building on new ones, I find I have a really hard time returning to old ones. There, I like the leaf litter on the ground. I think that was a nice little touch. I like the zoos not look perfect. And look at this beast of a building. It's just massive. It blocks the light. The windows are too high. It's just, look at what are they looking at? They're sitting on a bench looking at nothing. Oh goodness. The leaf litter I do like a lot. We're just traveling along this massive wall. Love the pond next to it, but still it's an eyesore. It's too big, too dark, makes it just feel boxy. Well, I mean, it is a box, obviously, but it's just not great. I mean, it was a good zoo. We did well, but we're gonna start new. Thank you for everybody who's been watching and hanging out throughout this whole process.